Strong in when he come in the slot, tryna bend the corner, your limbs getting. That's your partner, then your twin getting. All you wanna do is talk, I don't need talk.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Mo. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was a dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hits on my old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got us up. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was a dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hits on my old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got us up. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Starting like it, no one stunner. She curved me back then, came back, so I swung her. I ain't going out like no sucker. Had to let it burn like Usher. Gave a rush for an hour, Chris Tucker. You cannot mistake me for another. I had to wait my time like a buffer. I'm that I stutter. Ball hard, might get a tick. Bought a push start for it, got a chick. Drip too hard, made it. I know she won't forget that we met. She hit, I broke it down, she a wreck. They saying, Mo, you better than the rest. Who, me? I never would've guessed. Rookie, but I do it like a vet. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was a dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hits on my old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got us up. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was a dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hits on my old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got us up. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Had to take the stairs to the top floor. Every that slept been done for. Got a few bands, need a ton more. If we empty out the that's a drum roll. If we move fire, hit them with the earn strikes. Now that me like a real. Hold on, let me catch my breath. Hold on, let me catch my breath. We getting to the bread, it was crumbs. She love car turn nothing into something. She let me knock it out the park, home run. I'm a giant bear bond. She told me that the money make she tried more, not a mother ain't nothing. I've been always feeling like the one. These other I'ma show 'em how it's done. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was a dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hits on my old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got us up. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was a dude, boy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 50, 180.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll toss to Harris. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
30-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Jameis to throw it. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And they can't bring him down. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, 45 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Winston to throw for it. Flushed out right. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run ahead of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's got some space here. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay,
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Brings up
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 2.
Third and short yardage. Winston eluding the pressure right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On first down, Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Gain of 26 yards.
Winston now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Winston now.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First down, 10 yards to go.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston taking it in from 4 yards out. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Eluding the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on on schedule at 14 points.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman there to make the grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have this.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They go play action. Winston. Flushed out right.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Roethlisberger will throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They'll roll him out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Jameis now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
2 yards on the pickup.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run again with Harris. That he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Saints 20, Steelers 11.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool on a touchdown throw from Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say?
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there. They'll try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a two-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Ray McLeod to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. Now Roethlisberger being chased out left. Able to hit his target, Claypool. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Roethlisberger's throw complete there to Johnson. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, 40 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
A loss of 2. Brings up the 2nd.
Winston here to throw. Forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Winston to throw. Flushed out right. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Pass complete to Harris. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Ben. He's got Smith-Schuster. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 35-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger to the right side to Eric Ebron. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. This from 52, and this for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
Shows. Flat rich kid got all of the clothes. People like you get all of the no's. I stay making wins, I stay with the pros. Just made a stack, I'm watching it grow. Up in the sky, everybody so low. I keep me like foe, he sleep on the floor. He don't got no money, I show him the dough. Oh no, kid can't never with a bozo. Name in the mouth like froyo. With a rich baddie, looking for the bros. If he really would it make him cash off the cold, bro. Any, many, miny, mo. All this money, I need mo. Don't want your bro, it was for show, just so you know. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit, 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 lit. Any, many, miny, mo. All this money, I need mo. Don't want your bro, it was for show, just so you know. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit, 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 lit. Any, many, miny, mo. All this money, I need mo. Give him a show, killing you nose and taking your bros. I'm taking your man and spinning his bands. Oh yeah, did it again.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of the sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army. I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result. And he opted for the touchback. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. On the move to his left. Oh, Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And this is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 41 yards. And the Rams are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play there. You talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Rams are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Ravens nothing. Matt Gay taking off for Los Angeles.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Ravens nothing. Matt Gay taking off for Los Angeles.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. Rolling to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and the Rams have got it back. We know he's got the speed to get down.
Gotta make the right decision, no, it might just be my last. People view everything different when you touching on the back. What you see is good intentions, if the cloud and hit is mad. You can never be a subject you carry, gotta wear a mask. They be pulling at you, grabbing at you, pop up trying to change you. I built my own foundation and there ain't no rearranging. Moving careful every day is exactly how I played it. Not looking for number 1, but that's exactly how I'm paced. I got choices, I'm getting opinions from so many voices. Bring the horses so I can get up away from all the noise. Too many people tell me what I should do, I take it and laugh. They not knowing if I mess up, I can end up falling flat. If I write a bad tweet, lagging in my whole street. If I give them what they wanted, I'm gonna be broke in a week. If I tell my baby no, she might get it from the street. If I'm not tough for my son, he might grow up to be weak. What do I do? I'm new to having cameras in my face. What do I do to keep getting the love from my state? What do I do to keep the money coming in? What do I do? Writing until I need another pen. Gotta make the right decision, no, it might just be my last. People view everything different when you touching on the back. What you see is good.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. On the return is Brandon Powell. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford here, coming off his pick six. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got it, and it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, LA! Odell Beckham, 44 yards. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Bengals. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Flush to his right. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40. The 20. And down inside the 10, they finally stop him. But what a return. It'll be 1st and goal.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens. But you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Stafford steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 25 on 2nd down, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They snap it to Stafford.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. 57, Mike, 57. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Matthew Stafford with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals.
That's what I'm talking about.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off inside the 5. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, Stafford here. Escaping the pressure right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. From the gun on third down, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Stafford. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Stafford. He completes it to Beckham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Stafford looks to throw again. Eluding the pressure right.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Ricardo Allen with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones.
Prime time, baby.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. After the interception, here's Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own line.
Bengals 26. Matt Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now it's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. It's complete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
White. 57. Mike, 57. I got you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return is Powell.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. 7 yards to pick up there.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A final shot before the break. Stafford going up top for Kupp. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
A final shot before break. Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham as time expires in the first half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved? And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
To kick off for Los Angeles.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Stafford on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
Here we go.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it.
The ball comes out. And he is in for the 2 points, and they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And who's got it? The defense does. They recover it in the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and the scoring opportunity turned away. Here's Powell on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Time to go, night.
Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. Escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st and 10, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or two shy. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And a Bengal first down.
Here's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
It's just a little hit for the summer. Whoa, here I go. I'm jumping out of green balloon. Geronimo, man, I like big wheels, 24, and I let the paint drip like the hose. Whoa, big cars, suicide doors, I got scores. You don't know my life is hard. Make me wake up in the morning. Chinchilla for the wizard, cause I swear to clip. Queen Latifah, Rigo, living single, but I'm busy like a club. You ain't noticed I was gone yet. Summer jets and family trips is still a could not relax. I've been gone for a minute. Told you I'd be back, just chill for a minute. Last time I checked, you was on for a minute. Miss me with that, I'll be back in a minute. With my good vibes, man, I like good times and good. Plus I got my recline and I'm watching Sita on the Wi-Fi. I can there's no way. Bring me back to my old way. Told my mom and dad I'm praying for some better days. On the good vibes, Friday to Friday. I'm looking for a highway to get Mondays. And I'm so
Don't stop. Ay, she say, don't stop. Tears don't stop. At home scared, so the fear don't stop. Speaking of the grip, rent don't stop. Don't stop. Ay, and the fear don't stop. Kids don't stop. Watch your progress. This don't stop.
It's Coach OBJ and his Dot City squad.
Don't stop. Yeah, okay. Text don't call. Fail don't fall. Get the ground went up flying like a damn snowball.
Don't let that smile fool you. Chris Jones is a terror in the backfield.
Watch my soul, watch my bro. We were both struggling. How he called, give me no substance. I get told, he get caught.
Mike Evans. He's a receiver with the skills for any down and distance. You'll see.
They was trying to catch me like fireflies on the west side or the south side. They'll televise, I'm top 5. They'll lie like Killer Cam in the pink mink. When I tell the guys, I let them off.
You selected Devontae Adams. Defenses better not sleep, or they might get beat deep.
Let's go, Snappers. Dodge City. If you can't convert, no problem. Just stop your opponent and settle the score with Tug of War. I'll be watching. First possession, the Superstar KO is about to start, and the crowd is ready for action. I believe we all are ready. Looks to throw. Looking downtown for Mike Evans. Oh, he got it. It's complete. Give it up for Mike Evans. First and 10. He'll throw it. Moving to his right. And he finally gets tripped up at the 5. Ball security is the highest priority in the red zone. Don't waste the effort to get here and turn it over. Out of the gun, they'll throw. What a catch!
I'm off the better things. I'm only doing it's gonna make me all over. Only one people around us.
Second down and he'll throw it. Oh, and he couldn't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. He'll try to cash in up top. Kenny, and he's into the end zone for a Dodge City touchdown. All right now, Dodge City is lining up for 2. Looking to maybe throw it here. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. A TD +2 is your automatic invite to the KO stage. First and 10, he'll throw. Sliding right. Looking deep for Amari Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But I keep waking up. No, you see my text, baby. Please say something.
Hey, it's better that it happens on first and not 4th down. But you still need your QB in sync with whoever he's throwing to. Back to pass. Rolling to his right.
I don't even know what that's about. Watch your mouth. Baby got an ego twice the size of the crib. I can never tell it. It is what it is. Said what I had to and did what I did. Never turn my back on FEG, God forbid. Virgil got the paddock on my wrist, doing front flips, giving you my number.
First and 10, back to pass.
Working on the weekend like usual.
Steps up, and he'll keep it.
Like usual. Swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes.
I'd run something quick after that last game. You might catch the defense off guard.
Caught me slipping once, okay, so
looks to throw on second down.
I tell you if it was us.
Rolling right, looking deep for a mark, throw it against the grain. And right into the hands of the defender. Oh no, it's making it look pretty. Your winner, Dodge City.
Yeah, don't compare me to employees who hoping they see a check. I'm in a drop top McLaren, just hoping I see an X. She hoping we reconnect, no chance. I'm trying to be bigger than the Beatles, not hold hand. Keep on throwing stones, I'ma make statues. No face tats, but people got my face tattooed. Free in the damn.
I don't know how it's going to end, but I know how it should end. Let Amari do work.
I got you. Ninth wonder blessed, provided the gospel. I feel God like my fans all feel like apostles. Model your mind after mine and you gon' be just fine. Model your mind off these other guys and you gon' die. That's why I'm always at the head of the table, follow my lead. I'm a money tree, women trying to... You wasn't with me at my roots though. I've been on the quest for love, for women with her roots from potential like a JUCO. Athlete catch me in the backseat with on my lap, we in Utah. So we to a jazz beat, it's actually therapeutic. She classy, I'm Ferris Bueller. Swimming out in Turks and Caicos, beware the barracudas. I got heart, I'm the cause, my life is just the effect. I'm altering my reality, living in VFX. Made $500,000 and fell asleep on a jet. Club. Put my account and reinvest. Gotta for stress. I might drop 2 platinum albums in a year. Like just basking in the results of listening.
Welcome back for round number 2. Stretch out those fingers. Give those knuckles a crack. Keep on winning. And add another to your stack. Offense is about to start this matchup of Superstar KO. So buckle your chin strap and let's go.
They'll throw here.
Open man on that left side is D-Hop. Good first down game. Truth be told, plays like that win games on a more consistent basis than big plays do. Don't sleep on them.
Hey, we gotta get that ball out. Defense takes him down to the ground.
Dot City is banking on this being a pass play. Some more DBs than normal on the field.
Drops back here to throw on third. Going up top.
Throw into double coverage. And it's picked off. Uh-oh, it's...
Want your life, gotta keep them folks far away from me. Had to learn it, but no Lord lost. And no Lord gain. I cannot get on board of the Lord train. Bust them rates down 50-50, that's a Lord thing. Rapping is a hot ball and do it on my downtime. Otherwise, I'm getting money. Took a break from it, I ain't see the bigger picture, so they left when it was dark.
You control your own fate right now. If you end up not liking the outcome, that's all on you.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Over the middle. Nice catch, player. First and 10. He'll throw it.
Over the middle, that's Devontae Adams.
Say she in love with me, but say you love, I just want your company. I fall in the club for free. I give my dots and them husband the ones for me, cause that type don't fade.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Dodge City's able to knock that pass away.
Something, yeah.
It's 2nd down now, and you don't want that same result on your 1st down call. Find something that works.
Rags to riches, 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 rags to riches.
Coach Beckham calls for another pass on 2nd down. Crossing their eyes and dotting those T's for a Dot City sack.
We had to smash him. Those hit response, we had past utensils. He just came home, we still packing this. Got in these streets and get saved by the system or get you some millions. My life,
looking to throw on 3rd and long. 2 sacks back to back in this bowl of KO. Give it up for the Mack Truck Superstar KO, Khalil.
4th and 2 minutes to be comfortable with, but the game must be played. It's touchdown or nothing.
4th and a mess of yards. D-City gonna air it out.
looking deep for Devontae Adams. And that's no good. Incomplete on the final play, and we're still scoreless. You know what that means. Tug of war. Wait, are my eyes working correctly? 0-0. Anybody want to win this? Let's settle this in some tug of war.
Think about us, I think of me first. The street had only brought me ether and random outbursts. I told the hood that I'ma come back, just get me out first. And quick to call me sell out when I'm on the outskirts. Want to know how I got there? I put in hard work. I know you want to get this money.
They'll throw from the 50.
Pay attention, write it down.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. You don't see him dropping many, do you?
When it comes to quick dimes, you need the big signs. Over money online, then you blind. Find yourself paying for because she too fine.
Out of the gun, he'll throw it. Looking downtown for Mike Evans. It's batted up, and the defender is there for the INT.